the best part of what Pitt's done this season. Have one ACC win, got that at Virginia. Need to get a little more from their guards. Good spinning start there from Aislinn Malcolm. As you see the starting lineup for the Panthers, they've had 10 different starting lineups this season as first-year head coach Tori Verdi is trying to put the pieces together. Jasmine Timerson has it swatted.
That have played here at Notre Dame, and no player has ever gotten to 500 faster than number 3.
Jayla Jordan, nice shot from the grad transfer in her 4th program in a season-high 19 against Georgia Tech, but since then just 2 for 23 from downtown. And a DeWolf circles it in for the Irish.
And that was DeWolf saying, okay, if you're going to give me an open look, I'll knock it down.
Baseline working for King. She has her first points.
It's going to be interesting. They want to make Notre Dame play in the half court, and they've done a good job of that so far, have not let the Irish get out in transition, but that's just good offense right there.
A consistent performer throughout her career at Notre Dame, Westbeld. Malcolm stepping into the shot, and she's good on the glass too. She's top 5 in the ACC in that category. Westbeld for 3, yes! Timerson being given all kinds of room. Marley Washenitz passing back out to Malcolm. Hidalgo on King, who spins, takes a contested shot and makes it.
Didn't use her like they are right now. Tori Verdi wants her to take as many shots as she can.
Watson looking inside. KK Bransford in off the bench, has it swatted by Jayla Jordan. Tie game now at 11. Matt Marshall has come on in place of Watson. Westbeld off to a good start. And Hidalgo, number 1 in the nation in steals. 103 steals on the season for the freshman, who Neil Ivey was telling us absolutely loves defense. Yes, she can score, but she loves defense.
Best dressed staff in the country?
I mean,
I don't even think it's close, honestly.
I think they make a claim. Citron, nothing but net. Maybe a little bit of rim, but she gets it in.
How hard they play, similar skill sets, both seniors. They've battled quite a few times in this league over the last 4 years.
About a 10-second difference, shot clock and game clock. Malcolm, yes! Maddy Westbeld just getting cleaned up. There's some blood on the court. Block from King.
Wow, what a block.
Yeah, with authority there against Watson. But how about this?
Yeah, back-to-back plays with Liatu King in the play defensively. She's got to make sure that her frustration doesn't get the best of her right now.
Shot up and in from Gabby Hutcherson. Certainly up for Freshman of the Year awards, I think you could consider nationally, and in the conference. Takes it away here, does it with the defense. Looking up for DeWolf for the assist. How about that, Hannah Hidalgo?
So she was a great player at BC, and Nat Marshall had her name on the back of her shooting shirt as well pregame.
Wow. As the shot clock was nearing its end.
Pitt hanging around just like they did in that first matchup with Notre Dame, winning the rebounding battle and hitting some timely threes.
Hidalgo is back. 7-point Irish lead. Bransford, the big offensive rebound, uses her left well. Largest lead of the game now for Notre Dame at 9. King calling for it. She's been quiet at 5 points early, now driving against Westbeld. Tough drive, good block. A brave block playing with the 2 fouls, but Watson gets it cleanly. A little out of control. Jordan stuck with it. King couldn't get to the rebound. Hidalgo dishes it off to Citron.
So that Hidalgo can continue to see her and find her for the open layup.
9 points in this game for Citron, 8 for Hidalgo, along with 4 assists. Here is Citron, and a few more. What a disarray on the defensive end, and Malcolm taking advantage with the 3, her second. She's got 8 for Pitt.
Notre Dame head coach Muffin McGraw is watching, and she never wants to talk bracketology in February. As a former coach, I understand it, but as media people, Jen, of course we're going to talk it.
Couple of defensive plays on either end to start off our third quarter. Hidalgo looking for the offense. There it is.
And you mentioned her mindset. I read that article that Notre Dame put out about mindfulness and wellness and some meditation that Westbeld has started doing that's helped her in her mental game.
Mindful of, Hidalgo picked up her third personal foul on that last play. There is Westbeld.
Great pass, too. I don't think Pitt is targeting her enough inside. This Notre Dame zone, Pitt's playing into it. They're taking threes, they're taking long twos. He has 7 points in this quarter, has come out firing. It's almost impossible, and that's why you're seeing more and more teams play zone against Notre Dame, because they just can't contain her if they play man-to-man.
There's a basket from Liatu King. We were wondering if she would start to imprint on this game a little more. 9 now for King and 1,000 in her career. Hidalgo crossing over, starting to feel it.
Really great that we can be a part of these, Jen, and the Play for K initiative that happens every year in this league.
Maddy Westbeld now with 13 in the game for Notre Dame.
Notre Dame still has to play both of those teams on their schedule, which could decide so much in this ACC. I'm sure Coach Verdi is familiar with Anna DeWolf, as he was at UMass for such a long time.
Ooh, that was a block right there. A lot could come down to that game there, but a lot of games to play in between, and this quarter has been all Irish. Jordan picking up the foul.
Westbeld has been so good in the paint today.
Panthers have started to pick up some points from the free throw line. Jordan has done that. 6 points in this quarter, 4 of them from the line. Blocked this time. If you're Pitt, you need to try to get something more positive happening.
Yeah, for Pittsburgh, I think specifically, it's really hard with what Notre Dame's doing in their zone. It's hard to get the ball to Liatu King. They're packing it in. I would love to see these Pitt guards grow up a bit and make some plays. And for Hannah Hidalgo, you know, she hasn't scored less than 20 since January 7th.
Well,
can she get over that mark? Efficient she can be and how effective she can be.
Yeah, that's what Torrey Verdi told us. He said he's telling his guards. Actually, he's usually yelling at his guards from the bench.
The thing with Notre Dame as well, Jen, is because of the injuries and because of their lack of depth, you have all those players over there in shooting shirts that are out. They can't really take their starters out, as Hannah Hidalgo.
Watson going to work with the left.
Big time move. A tough move from Kylie Watson. The up and under and finishing. And, you know, you get the one touch on the ball handler, and then the second touch should be a foul. She's got to be aware of where she is in the foul count throughout the game. Because you don't want her to change how she plays, because how she plays is so special. You just want her to be smart about it, which I think she was.
King finding an opening. Better from the Pitt offense. Block, but Westbeld sticking with it. DeWolf, but 3. King.
Great pass.
Yeah, tried to pass it off last time too. She draws so much attention.
Keeps the player at the high post on their toes, so it's much more difficult to play out of the high post when Hidalgo's in the game.
Citron had time to set it up and knock it down. Her first point since halftime. She's got 15. King somehow left wide open on the inbounds. Her 13th of the season. She had 12 coming in. That ranks second in the ACC. 15 points, 10 boards for King. And what a finish on the other end.
These Notre Dame post players and these up and unders, they're loving them in this fourth quarter.
Playing zone is going to be a necessity at least part of the time for Notre Dame, just with the lack of depth that they have, right?
With their lack of depth.
Well, from what we've heard about the trash talking that has been a staple of Hidalgo since she arrived here, low-key trash talking is what Niel said.
Every game does matter, so that Louisville game is going to be super important. And then NC State, because Notre Dame only plays them once, that game could be a big decider at the top of the standings.
So when you talk about what's at stake for this Notre Dame team, they're on the hosting bubble right now, potentially in the NCAA tournament. And yeah, they want to be in that top 4.
Just, of course, in the NCAA tournament. And then getting that double bye in the ACC tournament. For a team like Notre Dame with very little depth, a double bye would go a long way.
The Irish at 6-3 at the moment will improve to 7-3 with a victory here in ACC play. Bransford, little fist pump after the basket and one opportunity coming. And of course, Kay Yau's former school where she made her mark at NC State. That'll be special over on ESPN2 tomorrow night. Jordan, a couple more before this one's over for Jayla Jordan. Improving on her double-double, 15 and 10, but in the end, Kelly Graham, like Notre Dame, taking care of business at home.
Too much Irish in this one, especially in the second half. 10 made threes.